Hello, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube video. And I just wanted to welcome you guys. This is my first ever YouTube video, and we're just going to jump straight to the point. So, this is Visual Studio Code, and this is what you need as a programmer to get started with C Sharp. This is a C Sharp tutorial. So, once you get this, the first thing you're going to want to do is that you install the dependencies and the projects you need, and then open up Visual Studio Code. And then after that, you're gonna press create a new project. Now these are a bunch of you're gonna see a bunch of project templates. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to do is open console app right here, as you see. Next, these aren't really too important. This is just the project name, and you're gonna name this my first application. And this is the location. Where do you want the project to be built? As you see here, you can quickly just change where you want it to be placed. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. And next is going. This is not too important either. Like you will worry about this later on in the tutorial. And create. And now you press create. Now it should say creating project like this, and if it does, then you're at the right step. So you're going to see a lot of this, right? So this may look a little confusing, but it's not too complicated. Like, yeah, this is the solution explorer. This is your C sharp file that you're starting off with. This is your namespace, like the name of your project, and this is the project solution. And the properties, you're not gonna have to worry about the properties too much because this is not too important. This is just a simple console app. Now down here, this is your error solution list. This is where it displays all your errors whenever you have a code. So we're gonna get started right now. So the first thing you're going to do is get rid of all that text. Now you're gonna put using system, and what it does is that it gets you started. And we're gonna have a lot more usings. Like for example, you're gonna have using system.io. Now, for example, using system only gives you access to a certain amount of words or like text you can use, and then still using system.io gives you access to more words and then terms that you can use. It's yeah. So, and now you're gonna have to name the file, and so you're gonna do namespace. You can name this whatever you want. For now, we're gonna have to get into that later on. So my first application. So this is the namespace, my first application. This is actually the name of the project or whatever it is. And so class program. This is like a blueprint. Like for example, like this is gonna be the name of all the methods you're gonna have to store in here. Like you put all the logic, all the names and methods inside here. This is a class. So you can name this class whatever you want, but I'm just gonna, for the default, we're gonna put it as class program. So now static void main string R. So you're gonna want to put this in, and what basically this does is that static and void are like rules that you have to follow by, and main is just the name of the method. This here is a method, and methods go inside a class. This is a very important rule. So string. Before we get into all this, we're gonna have to go through important terms. So you're gonna have strings, string, and then you're gonna name it whatever you want. This is the name right here of the string. Hello equals hello. So as you see right here, this is the name of it. This is the value. This is the value. What's inside of here, and then this is the name, and then this is the data type, the string. String only stores ASCII text, and that's it. And it can store website links and information like that. Now, there's different types of this. Now you have integers, booleans, and char, and so you have more than that. There is plenty more, but we're just getting into the basics. So you have bool. Bool only store true or false. So as you knew, you need a name, and you could put false, or you could put true. Now it's very helpful that these colors actually light up as they bring more life to your code. So now you can put int hello3. Now for this one, you're not gonna actually need the quotation marks, so you can just put any numbers. and that's it. You see below there's errors, and so you see here, it's just that. So now we're gonna do char. So char hello 4 equals a. Now this is different. You only need to put one quotation marks, like and then you can only put one letter in here. Char represents one letter, and that's just simple. That's it. It's simple. And so these are the core factors. You have to know the difference between all of them. These should be memorized. Now we're going to go ahead and get started today. As you see in other languages, they have print hello world and stuff like that. For C sharp, it's console.writeLine, and you can put hello world. As you see here, this is the basic stuff. And as you see, it just prints hello world. Now to actually see what this actually does, make sure you have no errors first. In order to build a project, you have to have no errors. Now you're going to do build solution. And you just wait for it to build. It's building right now. Okay, so you see right here, build succeeded. That means now it works because it has no errors. As you see here now, it should say hello world. There you go. Now, that's basically it for that. So now we're gonna do console.writeLine. Now we're gonna start off with user input. So let's get started with it. So we're gonna put hello, what is your name? And now basically this is basically asking what is your name. Now this is just prints what is your name. Now you need to make it so it takes in user input, right? So like have the user response. So we're going to do that by putting string. You can name this whatever you want. Response equals console.readline. Now, console.readline is basically a simple thing where it goes in a new line and it reads the response of the user. Now, I'm going to show you this right now. As you see here, it asks, what is your name? John. So, as you see right here, console.readline, as you see right here, reads this, whatever I put as my text. So why is this so important, you ask? So you see string response. We named this. We gave console.readline basically a value or a name, and we can use that name and we could do something with it. That's what this is all about. This is why we do that. So for example, I can do something with response. So I'm gonna do console.writeLine hello, and then right here you want to do plus response. And basically, what this does is that it goes says hello, and then you link the response to here. Basically, whatever the user put in, it just puts it right there. Now let's see like this. Now, as you see right here, I'm gonna put my name as John. It's gonna say hello, John. So as you see right there, that's the basic first step that you should know. And these are simple terms, and that's gonna wrap up today's video. But for the last thing that I'm going to show you is a simple small trick that I think it's very cute. So you do console.beep. And all it does is that once it does this, it just does a simple beep. You might not hear it on my computer, but you'll hear it on yours. As you see, it does a simple beep, and that's it. That shows it's done or whatever you do, whatever you want to do with it. And that's all for today, guys. Welcome to my first video, and I shall be making a series on